My powers are atomic density manipulation, ability to reshape matter. Say you have a cut or a boo-boo on your arm, I can, I can probably do something about that. I'm not exactly a Band-Aid. I'm a little bit better than that. I'll actually heal it. So I got my start in a doctor's office, actually. It seemed like a good place to start at the time, but it's pretty boring in there, actually, and I got a little tired of it. The doctors, they didn't appreciate what I was doing as much anymore, and I wanted something a little sexier, than just cleaning up wounds. So I thought I would try this whole superhero thing, see how that went for me. Currently, I'm focusing in on trying to reshape different materials into bicycles. It's sort of a hobby. I'm starting to gain some acceptance within the superhero community. I've gone to conferences and stuff, and at first I started in the back of the room just sort of as an onlooker. Now I have my own, I have a table I get to sit at now. Some heroes talk to me, especially if they want a bicycle.
You see, when one is a superhero, there's a certain catalog of expectations that are incorporated with it. Say, the physical appearance. Yes, I stay in shape. Yes, I have the colorful outfit that goes along with it. But you see, what is inside? The perception, the sensitivity, the foresight, and the psychic awareness are what is important and what makes us different. What makes us transcend mere knocking about. Yes, I can mix it up. Oh, I can fight with the rest of them. I can knock 3 people through walls if I have to. But why do that when through the process of the mind you can avert conflict before it happens? I can make you perceive that I'm beating you up without even touching you with rapier intellect. Quite frankly, there are a lot of things that come along with being a superhero, the whacking, the battering, that I find quite unpleasant. And frankly, it's the germs. They're everywhere, and they're so small, and saliva, and blood, and bits of bone, and tooth. There's a lot of supervillains. Frankly, they're not clean people. They don't take care of their hygiene. I mean, you punch a mouth, and who knows what's on you after that. If cleanliness is next to godliness, then ungodliness is dirty. I can deal with a messy psyche, but I cannot deal with a messy bathroom. I mean, why can't people just clean up once in a while and wipe a sink or they leave hair? Don't they see it? Don't they see the scum building up? I mean, it is just a nightmare that you walk into someone's bathroom and they have not touched it in months. We're scrubbing. Are we out of time?
There's always going to be a lot of collateral damage. There's lots of villains, and there's lots of villainous deeds going on at any given time. Part of my job is to prioritize which villains I'm going to combat. So I take a look around. I see if there's any good-looking women who need to be rescued immediately, and then I sort of start from there and work my way down the list. If you've got Tubby Joe Schmo over there with a laser pointed at his head, and he might have to wait in line a little while. Yeah, I've fought my fair share of villains, and they all have their own unique challenges. They got their zombie monkeys and their giant laser robots and their super aquatic ninja pygmies. But I tell you, once in a while, the real kicker is I get these dames, man, these dame villains, and they got the curves and the hair and the big eyes, and boy, those ones, they're really, really hard to kill. Especially the ones where they come up and, and they're looking at you and you're looking at them and you feel that simpatico, like she's digging you and you're digging her, digging you, and boy, you really got to take a jog around the block real quick and, sort of get your concentration back, compose yourself, because, you can't get distracted by these sort of thoughts when you're going up against a super villain. That's one of the hard parts of the jobs, when you come across a dame who's really something to look at, and you just got to let her have it because she's a villain. Yeah, those are the bad days.
Most superheroes have the alter ego so they can have the so-called normal life. Me, I choose not to. I don't see why I get so much flack for not having an alter ego. I mean, it's supposed to be a secret. No one's supposed to know. So what's the point? So if I take a girl on a date, I'm wearing the costume, sure. They like to bask in the awe of Universal Man. But when we're alone, you know, with the candlelight music and the pericomo and the fragrant oils and things of this nature, then they come to me and they say, oh, Universal Man, maybe you take off the mask. Maybe we can see who's underneath. There's no one underneath. They would be horrified if I asked them to take off their face. This is what Universal Man wears. This is me. Other than being indestructible because of my high density, I am just like you. And that's when the breakup starts, with the late-night recriminations and the slamming of the doors and the shattering bottles and the things of this nature and the redistribution of the assets and the it's not me, it's you, it's not you, it's me. But in Universal Man's experience, it's always you.